So what is collaborative note-taking or workshop note sharing, and how can it benefit us? It's kind of just an experiment that we're trying out. We'd really like to expand the professional library in the IC, that little shelf, to include not just books, but digital resources and especially experiences that people have, say at workshops or conferences. And one way we think we can do this, or at least would like to try doing this, is to provide you with shared OneNote notebooks when you attend a workshop or a conference. Here's what it would look like. In this Of Faculty Interest notebook, which is associated with that professional library, and we can give you instructions on how to open this, there's a few different sets of resources. I want to look at the one that says Workshop Note Share. So when you attend a conference, we can set up a shared notebook that everybody that's going to the conference has access to, and everybody back at Whitfield also has access to. Here's how we divide that notebook up to make it work. You've got individual workspaces. So each person has a last name on there. That's their individual tabs for taking notes at the sessions they go to. The great thing about this is you have your own space, but you're able to see into the space of others. So when we went to this conference, I didn't just have to look through my lens of the sessions that I went to. I could see what other people were seeing and the ideas that were being thrown around in other sessions. So when we sat down for meals at lunch or dinner or on the train or plane ride back, instead of summarizing what we saw, we had already had an idea of the things that were going on in other sessions, and we were able to have much richer conversations about things we could take back to Whitfield. Another great advantage of this is the people that weren't able to attend the conference, the teachers back on campus, can see our notes as we're taking them, and they're able to communicate with us if they wanted to. There's a few other tabs on here. The Talk tab is a shared, kind of a shared white space. We're able to just throw notes and ideas down for others to look at and think about. There's also a Materials tab, and that's where we dumped things like maps and schedules and addendums to the session list and how to access the wireless at the conference. And then this is kind of the most important part. The Summary tab is where we think there's an opportunity for reflection from the people who attended the conference after they attended the conference, where they can go through their notes, consolidate a little bit, and create kind of an abstract or a summary for other people to look at and learn from. It could be that abstract and summary, and then a bunch of resources that you got. Links, PowerPoint presentations, contacts, things like that. And then anyone can go back into this notebook in the Workshop Note Share and click through those experiences, look at the raw notes or look at the summaries, and learn a little bit about what went on. Now for a larger conference like the 2013 ISAC's annual conference, if I click on that, this is something that we're all going to, so this is a much bigger section of the notebook. You can see there's registration for all the individuals going. There's registration by session, so you can see who you're attending sessions with. The blue links take you to different areas. Let me give you an example of how this might be an advantage. So for me in particular, I wasn't able to register for all the things I wanted to see. I'm attending F14, Empathy to Action. You can see I have a kind of a personal note-taking space there. But I'm also interested in what's going on in F15, Rethinking Film. Now this is a session that reached capacity, so not too many people were able to register for it. But if we take notes collaboratively, I'm able to learn from that session that I wasn't able to attend, and maybe connect some of those ideas that are going on there with the session I'm attending, which is sort of similar in some ways. The other cool thing about this is that you don't actually have to take notes in here if you're not comfortable doing that. You can collect materials and take notes at a conference the way you normally would, and then dump that information into a shared notebook after the conference, whether it's handwriting or handouts. You can scan those things in, put them right into the notebook, and we can include that in our professional library. So if you're attending a conference and you're interested in trying out this collaborative note-taking experience, stop by and let us know, and we can set something up for you that everybody can benefit from.